A 52, a fire fin, that's a bomb rush, armor and rain there on that try for Inkcraft Kult, and then Booyah X also bringing out a 52, a tent, the K-shot and the heavy, so they have double Booyah. And we see Booyah already coming out from Inkcraft Kult, but their 52 is then taken down by the tent, and Booyah X are in control. Their tent have barely been taken out there by the junior, who gets another pick on the K-shot. Oh, and that is a triple from Inkcraft Kult. Embryo doing a great job of avoiding that Booyah, managing to keep control of the zone.
Yeah, definitely.
We see.
I'm looking at chat right now, and it looks like Booyah X is definitely the fan favorite to win this set.
They've just lost the lead. We see the armor coming out there for Inkcraft Kult. Oh, pushing in with a couple of specials, managed to take back that zone, dislodging the junior with those missiles, and then taking it out with the 52. See the 52 starting to push up to plat. Inkcraft Kult got that rain ready from the try. I imagine they'll wait for other specials before they use it. And there's the Booyah. That might be slightly too far back to be able to take zone. Booyah X is 52 getting taken out there. An armor for Inkcraft Kult, but doesn't stop their try from going down to the heavy. 2 down for Inkcraft Kult. So you see the heavy choosing to go up on the ledge there. Just keeping control of zone, pairing up with that tent.
They've got pretty good zone coverage and also pretty good mid coverage as well. If they can just keep the shot and shut them down, they could secure this one pretty easily.
Yeah, they need to be mindful now of all the specials on the side of Inkcraft Kult. We see they have range they've just used, and they also have a suction bomb rush ready, which if the charger can get close enough to zone. Oh, but the try goes down to the Booyah, and that is a wipe for Booyah X.
Yikes.
Inkcraft Kult will have to push back very quickly, but it looks like Booyah X are doing good work to lock them out.
Yeah, definitely. They're keeping a pretty good lock on this zone, and they're going to KO if Kult doesn't do anything about it. And yeah, this game.
That is a KO for Booyah X. Very strong start.
Booyah X already taken this set 1-0. It is a best of 5 though, so anything could still happen.
That's true. That's true. We see that ink coverage there at the end for Booyah X that's just completely locked out.
As well as
Inkcraft Kult.
kills.
Their charger couldn't get near.
Inkcraft Kult had 2 members with not a single kill, and that probably really affected just how they could try to cap zone and how they could try to shut Booyah X out. They couldn't do any of that.
Yeah, there's you also see with the backlines, Booyah X opting for the heavy with the Booyah and the more mobility. Whereas Inkcraft Kult, if they had have been able to get in with the charger with the suction bomb rush, would have been very effective, but they were just kept off. You see Inkcraft Kult swapping around players. I'm going Rainmaker on Anchovy next, which we can see Inkcraft Kult are going to be swapping around their comp a little bit. Swapping out, I think, 2 players.
Interesting. I kind of hate Anchovy, not gonna lie. It's been the reason of so many D-rankings. I've D-ranked in every single mode because of Anchovy.
Anchovy, I feel like Anchovy is a love it or hate it map. It's definitely unique.
There's no in between.
Those fans. It's an interesting map. For Rainmaker, I think it's not an easy map to go for a 1 rush push on, which means both teams are probably going to have to take it a little bit slower and play possibly a little bit less aggressively than maybe on other Rainmaker maps. And we will see what they choose to go with. Inkcraft Kult still running their tent player. It'll be interesting to see if they do bring out the tent in this one. For pushing that street area.
The tent would be very good.
It'd be interesting to see. I think there's also a chance we might see a bamboo come out of Inkcraft Cult as well.
Yes, finally a bamboo's being played.
Which
I've been
which
waiting.
could be interesting. We saw in round 3 on Skipper Zones, we saw Inkcraft Cult playing bamboo very well and taking the win on that game.
So let's see if they can try to repeat history.
I imagine Booyah X possibly going to keep a very similar comp to what they had previously.
Probably.
They're ready very quickly.
Yeah, and it worked very well for them. They were able to shut out Inkcraft Cult pretty easily.
Yeah. They'll be hoping to do that again, I think, on this one. We're almost ready now, and here we go. Okay, we see a tent and a jet squelcher for Inkcraft Cult, and a sploosh for Booyah X, with a Sorella Brella. So no tent for Booyah X. Which team will get the pop? Looks like it's going to be Booyah X getting the pop. Inkcraft Cult contesting it, but not pushing in too far. None of them go down to the pop.
Booyah X getting that pop very well. You can see a lot of them wearing some pretty good object shredder sets.
Yeah, they clearly prioritizing getting that quick pop. We see the tent being pushed back by that Booyah. With its 3 down for Booyah X, just the sploosh remaining. And now Inkcraft Cult have a chance.
The sploosh has the Rainmaker, so he's very vulnerable.
Oh, Inkcraft Cult choosing to push the fan but get taken out, but they do get a decent amount of points for a very short run there. It's still 2 up. And we see Pink there taken out. The Brella. And the Stamp. Ooh, that was a nice kill. But Booyah X have chosen to take the Rainmaker around and drop it from window. They do lose it, but it does prevent Inkcraft Cult from continuing that push down mid. You see missiles coming out there along with the Ink Storm. Inkcraft Cult going for it. Pushing deep into the enemy's street, but then go 3 down. And it's Booyah X with the Rainmaker.
Booyah X needs to get a pretty good push here to see if they can get a good push and then just keep defending Inkcraft Cult like they have in the last game.
Oh, Booyah X taking the lead, going down to the Ray, but managing to get those couple of points in. They chose to go for the safer option of pushing the wall rather than pushing over the fan.
Yeah,
Inkcraft Cult trying to clear them out now.
Booyah X, all they have to do now is just defend for another 3 minutes, or they could opt to go risky and push.
Yeah, it's not a very big lead, so we'll see what they choose to do. Inkcraft Cult flipping back the map control.
Not a big lead indeed, but a lead enough to, if you're good at defense, you could totally just shut it out.
True.
Inkcraft Cult getting a pretty good push right now, making their way to mid so far. They've got, it's 4-4 on both sides.
Ooh, let me see that 4-4 stalemate being broken there by the tent. Managing to get a pick and brings out Hammer on Booyah X's street, pushing all the way up to the podium with it. But the Rainmaker gets taken out, and they're 2 down now inside of Inkcraft Cult. Pink still choosing to push up on plat, hoping to keep Booyah X back while she waits for her teammates to come in.
If they're going for a Leroy push, and they can't go for the YOLO push. They try, but Booyah Inc. was really good to stop that, and it looks like they're gonna opt to wait to take the Rainmaker, or possibly just let it reset.
Yeah, they now have the choice of resetting or dropping it from, and they've chosen to reset it. They'll be hoping to get some map control back in mid now. See the K-Shot watching over on that right side. but gets taken out by the other K-Shot, who then goes down. There's 2 down for Booyah. And they're just trying to keep Inkcraft Kult off the Rainmaker. Just a minute left. Inkcraft Kult still a slight turf advantage in mid, but not as much as previously. They are popping that rain, which will give them a little bit more turf, putting pressure on the heavy. Looks like they're potentially going for the fan again.
Looks like they are. The heavy's there though, and he gets a double kill, a triple kill actually. And he almost just gets the full team wipe, and he does! The late team wipe.
That is absolutely excellent defense work there from that heavy. It's exactly what you want your backline to be doing on a map like this. They've positioned themselves really well to be able to see all the angles that Inkcraft Kult could be coming at them from. And now Inkcraft Kult have to work really hard if they want to get that last few points to take the lead. Bringing out that Ray, but don't get the pick on the Brella. And it's just 5 seconds remaining. Inkcraft Kult have the Rainmaker. They're 2 down. 2 down on both sides, but 2 specials ready for Booyah X. They bring out the Spot Bomb Launcher and the Stamp. Can Inkcraft Kult just get over that fan and take the lead?
Inkcraft Kult looks like they're retreating. Booyah X being really good at defending this entire time, but they got it. Inkcraft Kult barely going and stretching out that push to get the lead.
Swimming past 3 of Booyah X to just take that lead. That was an extremely close game. Inkcraft Kult should be very, very proud.
Very pleased and very proud of that outcome. Almost nearing a 2-minute overtime with that.
So we saw some really, really great defensive work from Booyah X, but sometimes you just can't hit them. Sometimes they just get past. And pushing through that fan, you know, gives so many points.
Yes. And Inkcraft Kult was able to make a really good path, exposing that stamp. And since one was behind the Rainmaker, they could cover all angles, and from there, they could just push in and take the lead.
Yeah, they definitely stayed together, didn't scramble at the end, and it really paid off for them. We're now moving on to
an exciting
Clamblitz. Clams on Pit.
What do you expect to see from these two teams?
I've said it every game so far, but if this isn't the game where Inkcraft Kult bring out their tent, I will be very surprised. I've been waiting for that tent. And we did see it in the last game. We saw the tent with the stamp, so I'd expect probably the same from them. I would imagine we saw Booyah X with the tent as well in round 1. I'd imagine they might bring that out too. This is definitely a tent map.
Yeah. Clamblitz on Piranha Pit is definitely interesting because there's so many different routes you can take, and it gives so much opportunity for defense and offense. So it's going to be very interesting to watch this matchup, especially with the skill level of these two teams.
Yeah, these teams have proven themselves to be very evenly matched, so I think it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Again, Booyah X ready really quickly. Inkcraft Kult taking a little bit more time to think about it.
Maybe this is that Tenta, like you said.
Possibly. I would hope so. A tent umbrella, if you have a strong tent umbrella on your team for a map like this, this is the time to bring it out. And I've personally had the displeasure of being on the opposing end of Embryo's tent. I know how strong it can be. And we see the tent and the bamboo coming out for Inkcraft Kult, and CDS on the side of Booyah X, which I don't think we've seen yet.
We have not seen CDX yet. Have we even seen CDX at all today?
Definitely in earlier games. Not so far in this set.
Yeah.
Oh, and 2 down already for Inkcraft Kult.
Booyah X not messing around at all, making a strong push already. Might
going
be able
for
to
it with
get a
that
fast
Booyah and
push.
missiles. See, they get that power clam. Trying to follow it up. They get the second power clam in. Bringing out those bubbles from the tent. The Ink Storm. Still 3 down for Inkcraft Cult. Booyah X have free reign of their basket right now. We see the tent coming in from the top left. Hoping to clear them out. But Booyah X are just keep throwing clams.
They only need 9 more clams
Oh, but
to
Booyah
finish this
X is
out. 7
wiped.
left. A wipe from Booyah X, but that was a very close push.
That was
They
an
could have one sweep KO'd.
excellent push. Excellent push from them. We see Inkcraft Cult now bringing out the bubbles to try and get just a little bit more control. All 3 specials coming out there. But their bamboo goes down to a bomb.
They needed 7 clams, so if Inkcraft Cult didn't step in and go for an aggressive defense approach, they would be gone.
Yeah, we see Booyah X being a little bit more aggro now again. Pushing up, using those beacons as well from that tent.
If you want to win this set, this match is probably the most crucial, as the set's currently at 1-1.
Yes, they'd want to. Booyah X would want to get this one under the belt to build momentum to take the set in the next game. We see them got a power clamp. Oh, but they go down in a trade there. 3 up on either side. Bubbles ready for Inkcraft Cult, but they're in no position to start making a push yet. Being pushed back by the Heavy and the tent. Heavy gets taken down. 2 down for Booyah X. See the bamboo doing their best to defend.
They still don't even have enough for a super clam yet. This is unfortunate for Inkcraft Cult because with the amount of specials that they did have, that would have been a great opportunity for a push, but they just kept getting pushed back and they didn't have the resources to do it.
But now this is their opportunity with Booyah X wiped. We'll see Inkcraft Cult trying to push up. Just manages to get the power clam in, bringing out those bubbles to try and get just a little bit more in. I'm not sure how well they're going to be able to follow up on this with all of Booyah X up, but they do get it down to 59. And then go 3 down.
That doesn't seem like much compared to Booyah X's 21, but with another push like that, they could probably bring it down to, I'd say 19 or 18.
Yeah, they definitely still are in this game. Booyah X, I'm gonna have to be careful on their defense. We've seen them be quite aggressive so far in this game, which has paid off for them, but they'll need to make sure Inkcraft Cult don't slip by them.
Yeah, but in this entire set, even Booyah X has been top-notch with the defense, barely failing on Rainmaker, and with Wahoo Squad Zones, they were able to shut him out for the KO. So let's see how their defensive skill plays out in this Clan Blitz match.
Very true. They went 3 down there, but Inkcraft Cult didn't manage to capitalize off that yet. We see the gal going for it with the power clam, trades there, but drops the clam. There's 3 of Booyah X. They're defending the basket, managing to stop that clam. But oh, there's another member of Inkcraft Cult picking up that clam. It's the K shot there, managing to slip that in. But doesn't look like they can follow up.
Unfortunately not using the missiles, but not opting to jump back to his teammate with the other power clam. That would have been crucial and would have knocked that down to 39, which would have been good to set up at least one more push. But now you're still where you were, and now your penalties, even though your penalties still 10 less, that's still more claims you need to get in that basket in a final push that it's going to come down to wire.
Exactly. Bit of a missed opportunity there on that push for Inkcraft Cult. It didn't quite go the way that I imagined they wanted it to.
Definitely probably some miscommunication between teammates.
You see both teams with 3 up, 2 specials ready on the side of Inkcraft Cult, but Booyah X are jumping. And they managed to get in the power clam and end the game, and that is 2-1 to Booyah X.
Booyah X really needed this win here because now they have established themselves and put some good momentum in the favor of themselves because now Inkcraft Cult needs to get 2 wins in a row to win the set.
Yeah, definitely an uphill battle now for Inkcraft Cult to take it. Still 100% possible.
Yeah,
But
we've
Booyah
seen
X would be feeling a little bit more comfortable.
upsets with similar stakes as these. We've seen many upsets with a comeback.
And tower control on Inkblot. We've seen this map a couple of times already today. These teams will be familiar with it. We'll probably see backliners on both sides. This is a map where range can be very beneficial.
Yeah, especially from the higher portion of the base, dropping in the middle. That's a great spot for chargers to camp and just farm kills.
Sorry, my actual dad is in chat, cheering for Booyah X.
That's interesting.
That's my actual father. But yep. Anyway, so Booyah X, that Squiddy, their heavy remix will probably play a really crucial role
pogs
here.
For Jay's dad in chat? Can we get some pogs for Jay?
Can someone put my dad to bed? I don't. Sorry, guys. Yeah. So defense on this map is will be really important. Hopefully, we'll be able to see Squiddy from Booyah X continue their streak of being really excellent on the defense. A strong backline can make all the
I can't pay attention. I cannot pay attention to whatever you're saying
because my dad is
because your dad is in chat. I can't.
You know, and he won't even watch my games. He'll only watch the games I'm talking over. Anyway, we're now in game. It is
dad
time
goals.
for this could be the set winner for Booyah X if they manage to hold on to it, or Inkcraft Cult could get their revenge here. Okay, we see a Ray jet coming out for Inkcraft Cult, which is of course tower control. Stingray very strong. And tent with beacons, I believe, for Booyah X. You see early armor there for Inkcraft Cult. Pink getting a kill there on the other K-shot. There'll be... Oh, and that is a wipe for Inkcraft Cult. Booyah X all going down. Pink going around that stack for the flank and immediately going for that push up on Plat with the Inkjet. Giving Inkcraft Cult a little bit of room to get that checkpoint. That first checkpoint and second checkpoint on this map are very difficult to get through.
Yes,
but once
because
you're
of all the
through
pressure
them,
that they have in the base. But once you're through, it's pretty much a cakewalk. Just do some defense on the tower, and you got a KO.
Oh, we see Squiddy trying to defend there, but going down to a bomb, I believe. Inkcraft Cult still gaining points here. The Jet Squelcher just sitting comfortably on tower, gets that pick there. 3 down for Booyah X.
This could be a one and out.
It could be a very quick game. I see Inkcraft Cult working together around the tower, trying to get that third checkpoint, and they get through, but the Jet goes down. So 2 down for Inkcraft Cult. Booyah X taking back a little bit of control on their plat. And choosing to Booyah over towards mid.
Oh, even though they didn't get the knockout, Inkcraft Cult is in a very good position as checkpoints 1, 2, and even 3 at that point is very difficult to pass, and it's going to be very difficult for Booyah X to even get past maybe checkpoint 1 or 2, let alone 3.
Yes, that's true. If Inkcraft Cult can get back up on tower, they have a straight run, no checkpoints in their way. But Booyah X are pushing back. Choosing to push with that Booyah there. Taking out Inkcraft Cult's Tri-Slosher. Squiddy doing some excellent footwork to try and avoid that Ray, but does just get taken down by it. Booyah X are still going. Trying to get that second checkpoint, and they're powering through it. almost. Bringing out the bubbles there from the tent. Now they have to reset that checkpoint. Just got pushed back slightly. But they are still going. They're being aggressive. We see the junior from Inkcraft Kult getting taken out there, trying to break out into mid. And being denied. It's 2 down for Inkcraft Kult, but they managed to take out 2 of Booyah X. And the tower is just past that second checkpoint.
This is really good for Booyah X. If they are able to jump into the one Booyah X that's still alive without anything from Inkcraft Kult, but they can't.
Was that an Inkjet triple from Pink?
Yes, it was. Pink.
That was really excellent defense with that Inkjet.
Pink is what we would call popping off.
Yeah, absolutely. Pink has really been the MVP for Inkcraft Kult, but gets just taken out there by the CDS. Booyah X back on the tower. Still a minute and a half left. They have time. If they can just get to that third checkpoint. Oh, but there's Embryo getting a double with those bombs, and it's just the tent remaining for Booyah X.
Inkcraft Kult has a realistically good chance of getting a KO if they can just up their defense for the tower, for the person on the tower. They have a realistic chance of just ending this game now rather than just only playing defensive, but it looks like they're going to opt to just wait it out.
They're holding onto that Stingray, using the Inkjet there to put a bit of pressure in mid, but they're holding onto the Stingray, I imagine, until Booyah X get into more of a offensive position. But Inkcraft Kult have the tower. Booyah X doing their best to keep control of mid, being pressured by bombs from all sides. That's a very important thing to consider when deciding on a comp. Every member of Inkcraft Kult has a throwable bomb, whereas there's only 2 on the side of Booyah X, and you can see them in this map suffering a little bit for it. We've seen a couple of bomb kills there, particularly from the junior. But they're pushing. They're 2 down for Inkcraft Kult. 3 down, just the jet. And they're choosing to bring out that Ray now, but they're in a really vulnerable position, get taken out. Do manage to get a pick on the CDS with it, though. Booyah X are just trying for that last few points.
This could
3
be
down for Inkcraft Kult. Oh, Booyah X, if they can get through this checkpoint, this is going to be a lead. We're in overtime. And it's ticking down, and Booyah X have won. They have taken it back. That was an incredible push.
That was surprising. Booyah X just pulled what Inkcraft Kult pulled in Rainmaker.
That is a incredible overtime push there from Booyah X to take the set and move on to winners finals. 3-1 to Booyah X.
Someone say that would be incredible.
Oh,